Right, joining us now, two young boxers, a middleweight and a bantamweight. On let's have a look. Just have a look. Can we have a shot? There we go. On camera left, there we got George Groves as middleweight and Luke Campbell bantamweight on the right. Is that right?
That is absolutely right.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
Very well.
George and Luke both won ABA titles in December 2006, correct? Yeah, both right. 20 years of age. They're boxing next Friday. We've got them in this week because there's some fair to get them in next Thursday, the day before, in the ABA finals, the 120th ABA finals, which are taking place at York Hall in London's Bethnal Green. They both came through gruelling weekend. The ABA championships this year, as I say, it's the 120th year. It's a really long-established championship. It's one of the oldest championships in any sport, anywhere in the world. It's that kind of, it's got that kind of legacy. And this year, the quarterfinals and semi-finals are over a 48-hour period up in Sheffield. George had a couple of stoppage wins, and Luke had, well, he beat an ABA champion. He beat, was it Paul Edwards he beat?
Paul Edwards, yeah.
But the big win was against Michael Maguire.
Yeah,
the
right.
kid is this young kid, young traveller boy, who's a sensational fighter, who's probably already turned pro. Yeah. But you managed to beat him. Was it an easy fight against Michael, Luke?
No, it was, well, it was a lot of hype up to the fight. You and Maguire, they were both on the England camps, and so everyone was talking about it beforehand, and I know he'd win the Europeans, and he was well up there with the best. So instead of concentrating on what he's got, I just went out there and did my job, did what I had to do, and that's it.
Do you think that was a case of him looking past you, Luke, or did you just take away all of his assets? What do you think in your heart of hearts?
I just thought I had to get out there and be the dominated one, and that's what I did throughout the fight, and took it away from him, and I enjoyed it as well. It was good.
Success is nice, yeah.
This kid Maguire has had so many professional. Mike Maguire's a fantastic kid. He's had so many professional people sniffing around him and making him offers from America, from Ireland, and all over Britain. And I honestly thought that he would get a late selection for an Olympic qualifier. He didn't get the late call up for the Olympic qualifier. Everyone assumed he was just going to breeze the ABAs. And then he met Luke. But Luke's tall. You must be, what, 4 or 5 inches taller than him?
Yeah, I'm about 5'9", at bantamweight, so I'm a tall bantamweight. So I use that as my advantage when I box. So.
And George, you bashed up a couple of people up there, mate, to reach your second. No, you've got to tell the truth. Yeah. You know, George is a middleweight. You know, listen, you think there's a lot of pro managers chasing Michael Maguire. There's the same amount chasing him. He's a middleweight who sells a lot of tickets and hits people on the chin and they wobble or go over. How many tickets you sold for your call?
Well, I don't want to say. I haven't.
Go on, you're allowed to say it. Say it. It's the best way to say it.
It stands at 300 plus today, but I haven't received the tickets yet. As soon as I receive them, that could double in days. The amount of fights I have that I have to tell people, sorry, you can't come. There's no tickets for you. But it's a tremendous thing to have because it stands you in good stead. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And it gives you a right buzz. So when you're fighting, you always box better in front of your home crowd. I mean, we've been away to countries you can't pronounce and boxed in front of 4 people, and it's a bit of a different atmosphere for you.
You see a bit of Georgian action now.
Who are you fighting?
This is Luke Wayne from Somerset, I think. This is the Sheffield quarterfinals. This fella actually beat the finalist of the year before in the round before. So. Yeah, second round stoppage, I think, coming up.
So how does it feel to be part of boxing at the moment? I mean, it's getting so much attention.
Boxing is definitely well on the up. Like, we've had the Audley Harrison factor and the Khan factor, and that's rippled through the amateurs, and sooner or later will definitely be in the pros as well, because there's so many talented young amateur boxers coming through. It's getting harder and harder. Before, you'd win an ABA title at 20, you think you got it sussed. Yeah, and next year, you've got a 17-year-old coming through who you're losing sleep over. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, George is absolutely right. We had Audley Harrison in 2000 who won the gold. There was a great effect from that. And then we had Amir Khan. There was another fantastic effect. And there's a group of amateurs out there at the moment, younger than this mob. This mob is good. These 20-year-olds, they're hot. We've got 8 going to the Olympics, and they're fantastic. But there's a group coming through at the moment, the 15, 16, 17-year-olds, and George was talking about them. They're sensational. We've got a situation at the moment where the Cubans, where the Russians, where the Uzbeks, they're looking at us when we go to tournaments. It's the truth, isn't it? They're looking at us, and they're nervous about boxing English. Whereas we used to be the Patsies. We were the easiest nation in the world. Not now.
That's great. Who are you fighting next Friday?
Next Friday I'm boxing Cole Kirkham, another England rep. He's moved up to middleweight now. Tall, really awkward southpaw. He might jab and run and move. I think I've got the plans to beat him, and I've got the capability of beating him.
And you've got to make sure you don't play to the 3,000 fans in the audience like you did the last time at York with 300
exactly.
fans in the audience. You've got to keep your head and forget about the 300 people screaming your name.
Of course. That's one distraction.
You find that tough? I mean, it must be tough. You know, you must get a little carried away.
Oh, my coach, that's all he says. He stopped giving me instructions. It was just focus, focus. Don't listen to that crowd. Don't worry about it. But I just like to have fun. Like these people, as Bunce said before, people have paid their money to come and watch it. You're there to have fun, really. So I G them up. I make sure they're shouting and screaming, and yeah, try and put on a good display for them.
There's something you empathise with, Luke. Is that the kind of thing that you have to do in your fights? Who have you got next Friday?
I've got an opponent from the army, Gareth Smith. He's short, strong. He's going to look to take me out, come forward. So.
But again, you said he's shorter than you, so you're going to use that height to your advantage again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And take it away from him.
He got a cut, didn't he, Smith, in his semi-final?
Yeah, he had a bruised up face.
Would it be okay, do you think, for next week?
Yeah, I should imagine so. He's tough, like he can take a dig and come forward. So, yeah, should be good, exciting.
Excellent. That's your call. Bethel Green in London, East London.
Next
Friday night.
We shall be there.
Steve?
Updates on Setanta, and we'll get the boys in later on afterwards. Then we'll ask them the tricky questions about whether they're going to turn pro or not. Not now, we haven't got time. Carry on.
No, we won't do that. Steve, great having you on. Thank you. Thanks very much. It's been a great lunchtime, that's for sure. And Luke and George, thanks a lot. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.